Alright, out again. This time I want to aim to go up and do Robinson. I'm parked just up on the pass. It's up near the waterfalls, as you can see there. So the pathway we're going to go is this way, so it starts off quite steep to get up to that point, then up over the top to Robinson. I've never actually done it this way, and like I said in my last video, I started using like a random number generator to pick which route I take, or which hill I walk actually, shall I say. And this week it's this one. I've already been down to Buttermere. I've done a lap round Buttermere this morning, then come up, sat in the car, got changed, had some breakfast, and now I'm going to have a steady stroll up here. So I'll fetch you back when I get a bit further up and hopefully get a few views. It looks like the Clag's coming in this side, but over Buttermere it was alright. It was quite nice running around there this morning, just steady away. Right, come a bit further up. So over there the views are starting to open up. See Vanadale Knots there. See a little bit of Cummock water. And comb and all the rest of them at the back. You can't see the ones here. Hard crags and what have you in Clag. Not far from the top of this first section. Now I think it plateaus out a little bit before the next climb up on towards Robinson. So I'll bring you back when we get to the top. Hopefully we won't be in the Clag, otherwise the video is just going to be null and void really. Well, we've made it to the top of the first climb. Robinson's over behind me, but our pathway is that way. It sort of goes round, straight round that side and up onto Robinson. But as you can see, the views aren't the best up there. So I'm going to carry on up this way and hopefully we get the views down into Buttermere itself, looking over towards them fells. As you see the blue sky in front of us. So hopefully get some views over here. Well, I very nearly sacked this walk off because of that and the lack of views. But then I come over here to see all of this. How nice is that? Down there, see Vanadale Knots just here. Low water at the end, Cummock water here. Buttermere's just up that side. Yeah, that's one good thing I suppose about having already completed the wainwright. I'm not bagging them. So if I don't want to go up there because it's clagged in, don't need to. I might just have a walk up on the top of here and see what the views are like from there, looking down the path over towards Fleetwood Crag and what have you. I very much doubt there'll be anybody doing the Via Ferrata today by saying that. The programme you had on the telly before, there's people went on in worse conditions than this. How nice is that over there though? That looks really nice in that little bit of a bowl there. But that, without a doubt, is the boggiest area I've been in lakes, full stop. That there's nothing compares to that for bog, clart, and it's just horrible. The best time to walk that is when it's freezing. So then obviously you got a bit of ice to walk across rather than just sinking knee deep a lot of the time. It's a shame you can't get the views, to be honest, because it's quite nice looking over here towards Grassmoor and what have you. But it is what it is, you can't pick the weather. But still out here doing a walk. I'll come across the other path. There's another path here, looks like it comes up from Buttermere. Might be another option. You see a bit of a cairn just there on the crest of the hill there. So if I don't get up there today, there might be another option to come and do it that way. See how Robinson, I've done it from Honister and across. I've done it from over the other side, like from High Spy and from Little Town and what have you. Oh, I want my camera out, look at that. Right, I decided to come up onto Buttermere Moss, just to try and see what views I can get. So I'm going to turn you around now so you can see what I'm seeing. It looks absolutely stunning. I'll try and zoom in a little bit, just so you can get a bit more perspective of what I can see. It's looking nice down that way. You can see all the way out to the coast, obviously, that way, over the top of Whitehaven and what have you. That way, we've got Green Gable, Great Gable, Windy Gap, all them sort of hills over this side. Look at them views there. It's been looking there. I think a few nice flat spots here. In the summer months, oh, still zoomed in. I'll zoom out a bit so you're not staring straight at my nostrils, because that's the last thing you want. In the summer months, it might not be a bad spot to come and camp here. Because if the wind seems to be coming this way at the moment, a little lump there, you get your tent down there, you'll be nice and sheltered. Yeah, but there's Buttermere. You see I've run round that this morning. That's why I'm in no great rush and not worried about getting top of the hills. I've done my exercise for the day. I've got my quarter in, so I'm happy. I'm going to take in the views. Right, another slight detour. I'm going to head over to this bit here and have a look down towards Gatesgarth Farm and up the nose of Fleetwood Pike from there. And then I'll go over and see what it's looking like over towards Robinson. Make my mind up whether I'm actually going to have a go at walking up it. I really don't fancy going up somewhere where I can't show you any views, so it might just be a really short video, this one, just walking up one of these two bits, getting a couple of videos and a couple of pictures and back down again. But see, it is what it is. But like I say, I can't take my eyes off that over there. It's looking beautiful over that way. Another bit I wouldn't mind walking over there is towards Kirkfell and Pillar Rock, but from Ennerdale. But from Ennerdale, where you park the car, it's quite a long walk down before you actually start climbing, like up towards the back end of Pillar. So I've never actually done it yet. But it's on my list, something to do in the future. Looks like another decent spot to come for a camp as well, actually. It's been a bit boggy walking over to this point. Probably boggy as well, looks very mossy. But views are nice. If you have to get down there, it might be a little bit better down there, sheltered. See the bottom down there, there's Gatesgarth Farm. Car park just beside there, so anybody that wants to come and do Fleetwood Pike, go up the front. Perfect down there, £4 parking all day. Really nice. Well, do I risk going up there or not? Because it looks like it's trying to clear, like. And that sun keeps trying to break through a little bit there, so I don't know whether it might burn it off by the time I get to the top, so I think I want to give it a go. I'll have a go getting up on the top. Let's see, hopefully it will clear. You can see there, you can see the top. Right, I've just tried a bit with me big camera videoing to try and zoom in on Gatesgarth Farm, whatever, but I've got the mic attached. I don't know how good the sound will have been. But one last look at that. Then we'll set away, get on this path and start climbing up there. Right, I've made it pretty much across from Gork Crag, which is the one there, which I was on last time. This section here, really boggy, really wet. It'd be ideal in yet again in the winter when it's all frozen. But made it across there now. So now the steep ascent starts just up here. I think that there, if I'm pointing in the right direction, yeah, it looks like it. Looks like that might be the pathway. But there was another footpath just over there, which looks more direct towards Robinson. But that was further over. I just dropped onto this path. I don't know whether you can make it out, just faintly coming through there. There's been on this side, I just dropped on this first path. It's actually on the map as a bit of a bridle way, but the path is not the best to try and follow because obviously when it's clarty and cloggy like that, you don't get a defined path. So you just got to try and keep an eye on your maps and just make sure you're following the path. Well, I haven't even started doing the steep bit yet, and I've got to take your hat and that off. It's getting warm. A bit sheltered from the wind here. But if you look behind us there, you see it's starting to clear over there. Got whiteless edge and what have you, one up. Grass moose still got a little bit of clag left on the top of it, like. But it has sort of dissipated quite a bit. Over that side towards where it's grazing, everything's looking a lot better. I'm saying that, it looks like there's a lot more coming in as well. Well, about halfway up that climb. I just keep stopping and taking in the views. Makes it all worthwhile. See a bit of sun there on there. Go towards Whiteless. Beautiful. I say I've never done this, I don't know how much further there is. I don't think that's the top. I think the top is behind that, a bit higher up. But by Ordnance Survey maps, I've got about 70, 80 metres of ascent left to do. So we'll see. Right, there's the top of Robinson. It wasn't much further behind where I originally thought the top was, so not too bad. That there's the path where you come in when you've been over into Hinesgarth and Dalehead. Cut across there, up here, by saying that as a diagonal route across that hillside, just to see a faint path there. Well, I've had to work harder today than what I have done when I've been up here previously. And coming up the front, some steep bits up that side as well. Whew. Right, this is the top, 737. So I'm going to walk over to this one anyway to get the views down the other side. I've put my snood back on because that wind is a bit nippy. I know you'll not be able to make it out, but I can see Honester Pass over there with Honester Slate Mine. So that's the path, and you go up onto Dalehead, Hinesgarth, cut across onto Robinson. Well, I've done it in the past, I've done it from the little town, whether I've come up here and gone over Cap Bells Maiden Moor High Spide and up over these ones, or whether I've done from Honester up onto Dalehead, across, then back. But I've done it from Little Town. The first time I ever did it, I did it with Michael Sales, and we came from Little Town, walked up the front, across, down off Dalehead, then back down the valley. Because I quite like that valley, it's a nice walk down there, back down towards Little Town. But let's see how long we'll do now. I was going to say get the views off the end of here, but it looks like it's clogged in now. So I'll get the front of here, I'll give it 5 minutes, see if it passes. See if we get some views. If not, head back down. Come towards the front, try and see the views, but so you can't see Cap Bells, Maiden Moor. Well, Cap Bells is over that way, but Maiden Moor, I Spies, clogged in. Dalehead's clogged in just up here. See Hinesgarth just over there. It's looking nice over towards Grisel Pike and everything over that side. I'll have to have a butchers at this and see if I can get some decent photos with my camera. You see the lights just starting to sort of creep onto the tops of the fells a bit there. Towards Whiteless and Wando and whatever, up onto Grisel. And I'll start looking for my pathway back down. Right, I'll take one last look around. Got a couple of photos there looking over towards Grasmere and things. It's really nice over there with the clouds are just coming through the hills. Right, so I think our pathway is back down that way. So I'm going to head back down now. Right, let's zoom in a little bit. Right, just to show you where we've come from. I don't know if you can make it out, but just down there is where the car's parked. So we walked up that side to that little bit of a dip there, over onto, what was it called, Buttermere Moss I think, and down onto Goat Crag I think, and we cut across and followed that path up the other side. But the path we're going to follow down is this side, but I think what I'm going to do is take my camera off and put my camera back in my bag, because when it's on my chest like it is now, it's quite hard to see where you're putting your feet, and I don't want to slip because it is quite steep going down this path by the look of it. Right, I'm coming down this other path now, the one that we could see from down there, which I thought looked steep, and to be honest, yes, it is steep, but with the cutting across a little bit, I think it would have been a better walk up than what I did. So if anybody has the mindset to come and do this walk, so just walk up. Once you get over the top of that bit there, where the dip is, you can see the path we are cutting across, it comes onto this. Just follow that and takes you straight up. So I honestly think it would be better than going straight up that bit where we went. But you live and learn. You don't know this until you actually start doing these and come and do the walks, and that's how you learn these things. So hopefully by me doing this, anybody that watches this video and decides to do this, well, I'm so pleased I put my Gore-Tex boots on for this walk. The water absolutely soaking. I wouldn't care when I was in the car when I was getting changed from my running gear. I was tempted to leave me my trainers on, so I much prefer to walk with trainers on. They're like fell running trainers, so they're not too bad, but they're not Gore-Tex. My feet would have been absolutely soaking now, but never mind, I didn't, luckily. Some guys coming up there, looks like they're going camping, plenty of kit on the backs. So you cut across there and over the top of there and back down to the car, so we're not that far off now. Well, we're not far from the last descent down to the car. See you there, Robinson's back in Clag now. A couple of guys I was talking to there going camping. Not too sure on the spot they're going to yet, they're just going to head out and see where they end up really. A good way to go. So now I'm going to skirt down this little bit of a lump, get the views down there, and join back on the path to drop back down. Right, just cut across the bog, following this path here now, takes us back down to the climb we came up, back to the car. So we've not really got that much further to go. But when you're standing here and you look at Robinson from here, it looks a good way up from here still. But see, it wasn't a bad walk, I didn't really mind it too much. But we'll get down here, get back to the car and go and get some dinner. Right, as you can see now, the car's just there. So we've got to descend down here to the car. So there's not much more to see. So I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you'll have enjoyed this one. Just a nice short one. I didn't set my watch away at last till about this point here when I came up. I've only done 3.5 miles. So it's not a long walk, but it is quite steep in spots going up there, Robinson, so it's not an easiest of walks, so don't underestimate it. So until the next one, I'll leave you with that view.